Originally, I just set out to make a fancy Jacob's ladder, and this was like what it turned out to be.
A lot of people don't know what a Jacob's ladder is. Tell them what it is.
Simply, in a nutshell, it's two metal rods with a spark going up in between it.
He decided that if he got enough electricity together, he could build a time machine, because there is the concept that if you're going to do it, it's going to require an enormous amount of energy.
Yeah, until it got roughly 20,000 volts.
20,000 volts?
Yeah.
So you went from 110 to 20,000?
Yeah, roughly. Right above it, there was a regular heat signature, but it was like almost kind of like circular shaped in the center. See, I didn't know what this thing was, and it was like, I don't know, I just got the notion to throw a screw in it to see like what it did.
So you threw a screw into the circular area?
I've talked to a couple of physicists, but they call it a vortex, but...
All right, you threw it into what we'll call the vortex.
Yeah.
All right, what happened to the screw?
I threw it in there, and I didn't see it after that.
It disappeared?
Yeah, roughly. It's like it freaked me out. At first, I thought I was seeing things. He did one of two things. It went half a second into the future, and then it caught up with it, or it made like a real intense magnetic field.
I've interviewed the people who did the Philadelphia experiment, Michael.
That's what the Montauk Project is.
You're messing with the same sort of stuff.
But I figured if I make a bigger one, it'd send it farther. That way I could really, like, tell if it's, like, really, like, if I was, like, sending it through time or if I was just sending it through an intense magnetic field.
In order to get enough voltage and current, you needed a big transformer. Power company has big transformers.
Yeah.
Really nice ones.
Yeah.
How did it dawn on you to borrow several of the power company's transformers?
I was originally going to buy them, like, there's a transformer company in Kansas City that makes them for the power company.
Well, there was an idea.
I could have, like, saved my money and bought those, but those are expensive.
So you got the transformers to your house. You hooked up to the power coming into your home?
Yeah.
According to the story, you had two big poles on your porch. Is that correct?
Yeah, 3/8-inch metal rods, roughly 4 feet.
Oh, that would have made a big spark.
Yeah. Yeah, I hooked up the smallest one that I could hook up without, like, overloading the cable and causing a fire.
What happened?
Just that in itself is just like a giant Jacob's ladder.
When you did this, according to the newspaper, you blacked out or browned out portions of your whole town. Is that correct?
Yeah, I was like overloading the power grid because I was drawing more power than I thought it was. A lot of those people's television sets are ruined and stuff like that because I was like drawing so much power, and it was normally at between 110 and 120 volt outlet, but they were estimating I was like bringing it down to like 80 and 90 volts.
That is damaging to electronic gear.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons I moved from Stanbury because half that town wants my head on a pole. I have the feeling.
Now you're a free man again, out of the pokey, and ready to begin experiments I've just learned all over again. You're going to do this again, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's say that you produced a time machine, Michael, and you actually managed to go either forward or reverse in time. What would you use it for?
Heck, there's possibilities are endless. Pretty much.